Hey, this is ReapenWolf-VA-Gaming, and welcome back to Valhalla. I found this message over here by Dangerous You. It's called Thank You. Admin Chris. We wanted to stop the epic memeing for a while just to say thank you. Thank you. Big thanks to each and every one of you who bought this game. Thank you for reaching up to this point into the game. Thanks for all the tweeting, all your questions through Tumblr, all the emails, etc, etc. Even though we couldn't answer every single thing, we can't stress how much we appreciate all these messages we got. Thank you very much. The road was rocky, things weren't as smooth as we had hoped around the end of the development. We even had some people actively trying to sabotage our work. But like Big Match John, we beat the odds and kicked out at 2. Edmund Fur. Thanks for reading through all my nonsense, hope it wasn't too heavy-handed. And Sukuban, let's fill the world with badass cuties. Weird message. So, that's a game developer coming out of the woodwork to come say thanks, I guess. We bought all this cool shit to fill the room with. And there's no more messages, even the augmented eye is down for maintenance. Kiramiki didn't make anything else. And if we really wanted to, we could buy up like all this stuff here. I don't know. Oh, this stuff is more expensive. I should have bought this. Well, I kind of like the... That's a little too much. Click to confirm. Can't buy that for some reason. That one looks good. I like it. Make the room match. Why not? Well, let's go to work. We're super broke. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. Go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I want to pick it up myself. Are you right? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright, I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that'll clear you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for everything, after everything's said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years, now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello? Gabby. Come on in. Excuse me? Welcome to Vol... And hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I gotta set up for this one. I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright, done. Sorry. I just what? Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, After all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter. A fucking letter of all things. And she just says sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I just remembered all those times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolate labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of 3. At the time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news. Her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention, artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Now if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every three days. Wow. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The conditions could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she'd told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Think about what ifs and won't bring her back. Yeah? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs if after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? The amount would just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you. But I can't make amends with the dead. Can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone though, if she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. We are to mourn, let's mourn her together. And we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together? Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up. Even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No, she didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Guys, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then. Part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. You didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey. I'm sorry too, you know? You both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... Let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger U? I have, yeah. The truth is that I visit it from time to time. The other day, I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey Joe, can you tell me what the problem was back then? Let's spark that fight. Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because of your sister was with me. As she stopped supporting my studies, I wouldn't quit right then and there. Then after graduating, I got a very good job after, that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future. I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously, it was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could really be pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her. That was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me, but what about my freedom? I say on that matter. So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. You have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old, working a job I hate. I'm just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while, to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you to fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Oh, I punched my mic. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked that with her. My sister said something like that. Yeah? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. Should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We were quite the hotheads, you, me, and my sis. You're supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. Why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Yeah, irrational thoughts and emotions like that. It's like the fear of shame is worse than the fear of death. And keeping things at status quo seems better. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes anything easier. We'll never get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. We both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much though. We were together all that time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Huh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Well, figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. Let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby with, preferably something sweet. Is she old enough? Well, I guess it's up to us. By flavor. Sweet, girly, and happy. You know, a Sugar Rush sounds great. And what better way to drown our troubles in alcohol? Here you go, Gabby. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me, now that we're both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. Can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at very least make you rest easier. Know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problems you and I had. Hey. Want to add anything? I always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long, idiot? I always told you everything, wasn't I enough? You idiot. You idiot. Oh, that's so sad. Hey Jill, promise you won't be like that knucklehead. You won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Huh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on something in opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like that last time. Oh, excuse me. We'll both cool off and talk it over like adults we are. I am not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Maybe I should have given her a call. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, not Lenore, but wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill, hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. Might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink? Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh, did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night. Only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Wow. This game got really, like, open about the... Okay. And as follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. What the fuck? She said, so do you like eating me for lunch? I mean, that sounds so toxic. Jill, I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course, how would she cover for me otherwise? True. Do you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why don't you stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure. I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep. He opened a second branch last year, so he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. Bakeries kind of make me kind of sad. Because because of the pandemic and COVID, a lot of bakeries like closed down. So when I was a kid, I would always go to a bakery on my way to school, and any pocket money or like work money I had would get me something nice and fresh. It was so good. Now I really want to go to a bakery. He started shouting, I knew it. I fucking knew you were a lesbian. Mark 1 for daddy. I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. A beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the said one too many things argument. I was always obsessed with high society and her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. Still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Don't know. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? Never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't shown up. Must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Jill, I'm a bit dizzy. Must be the alcohol. The what? I did say let's break the alcohol taboo, didn't I? Yeah, but don't worry, it'll pass it a bit. And let this be a warning of the dangers of taking things from strangers in bars. First you feel dizzy, and then you wake up in a bathtub full of ice. Oh shit. You're trying to justify your action by the moral. You're digging yourself deeper. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party. Small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for a bit? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. I think it's a bit late for that. Give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? Now I feel weird about giving this kid alcohol. I mean, like, I should... My memory is terrible. If you don't mind me, great. Hey, Elma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Oh, why did it get bright all of a sudden? Why is it bright? It's getting brighter. Why? Okay. Game over. So yeah, I guess that's the game. From what I understand, near the end, we're supposed to get a particular ending because we messed up the rent. I did a little digging, and apparently there's multiple endings. I want to say like 5 or so. I don't plan on looking for them all. Just know that they exist, and if you want to find them out on your own, you can buy this game, or go ahead and look it up somewhere else. But thank you for this long series for anybody who's watching and following along, I guess. So after I guess we get through the credits, I don't think there's any way to skip it. So I'm wondering what to replace this game with. Either maybe another Resident Evil game, or it could be that horror games do really well with the YouTube algorithm and a lot of people wanting to watch them. So there was a sale, the winter sale, and I got like I want to say like 10 to 15 games because of the sale for like $140. So I want to play a couple of those. Made in Game Maker Studio by Yo-Yo Games. I've seen a lot of games being made by that. I guess that program. There's also that plus button at the beginning of the, what's it called? On the main menu. Something about Anna Prelude? Maybe we'll do a part about that. Can use a little water. Did you have fun? I mean, yeah, why not? It's a bit out of my comfort zone, I suppose. Having to talk all that much. I did do like speech classes. Why did your boss hug you though? Oh, there's more text going on. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. The game music wasn't... It was pretty good overall. And there's supposed to be a sequel to this game, or some kind of offshoot of some sort, called Nirvana. I definitely want to play that game. It's supposed to come out this year too. When in the year? I have no idea, but it's definitely on my keep an eye on kind of thing. There we go. Wednesday, February 1st. Oh. We jumped a whole month. So I to think I'd be evicted. They're pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month. I was 2 months late already, actually. Jill. At least it wasn't because you spent too much money on useless stuff, right? No comment, right? About that. Forget it, I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow you regroup and think what to do next. Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here, by the way. Whoa, your bed is huge. Queen size, considering I lived with a guy for at least 4 years. You can get lonely, but also really comfortable. Just like single life, I guess. I hope you don't mind sleeping with me, but there's not enough space for the futon in here. I haven't slept on a mattress in, over 2 years now. That can be good for your back. And bad for my morale. Anyways, good night. Nighty night. We got an achievement called Cozy Hell, and that's our it's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. Don't want to wake her up either. She looks so comfortable right now. I wonder if Boss would let me crash in her place. Oh well, let's just try to sleep a bit and... Meow. No, Fork, go away. No, you piece of fur, don't you dare sleep on my... Here, you can now have... Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar. Let you start over from day one while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. So yeah, there's like a new game plus. There we go. Yep. Cool. And that's this game. So you can try to get as many endings as you want. You know, I'll probably skip through it all. Look up a guide and as such. So yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the end of the series, right? So we'll have to figure out what to play next, and whatever this button does, well, maybe we'll check it out in a little bit. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.